Okay, it's Nathaniel back today, and we are going to do part 2 to the 923 conspiracy clip. As you see, I've gotten over 75,000 views on this clip. No copyright strikes have entailed. There are no copyright strikes intended. I'm doing this for educational purposes. I am choosing not to monetize this, so hopefully everything will be fine. We are doing part 2 to the 923 conspiracy related to Disney and the 923 connection. I am going to be going detailed through this clip, and we're going to look at how 923 relates to the future. And I'm doing this in 2018, so this is not going to talk about 923 2015. It's not going to talk about 923 2017, and it's not going to talk about any 923 in the past. We're talking specifically about a future 923, September 2018 and September 2025, and this is going to be talking about September 23rd and 923. Okay, so we're going to continue. Okay, he said the future could be scary, flashing 923. This right here, okay, it goes down to 922 with 59 seconds. That is talking about the 923 connection to the future being scary.
Unstable governments, overpopulation, wars on every continent, famine, water shortages, environmental collapse.
And scientific breakthroughs wonder.
Would you please just stop interrupting?
I will just try to be more
Upbeat.
Yeah, tell me what you
I can't tell them anything if you keep interrupting.
You're right, sorry.
As I was saying, with every second that ticks by, we get closer and closer. I can't tell them anything until I tell them about this.
Start somewhere else.
Fine. Where would you like me to start?
Well, you keep saying the future wasn't always this way, right?
It wasn't when I was a kid. The future was
Different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Start there.
When I was a kid, the future was different.
Okay, I mean, so I'm not going to try to use copyright strikes to infringe upon this video. So I'm going to use this for documentary, whatever it is, like a documentary, and for that kind of purposes. And we're going to just skip through and show some more details that I didn't show on the other thing. So first off, we're going to show robot people. There's this guy right here, and there's this girl, Athena. They're both robotic. They are non-humans. I don't know exactly what this could represent in our world, if there really are people like this or not. That's up for the viewer to decide. But I am going to say that this does top off the conspiracy theory with not only showing futuristic ideas and a 923 connection, but it does show robot people. I'm going to skip through to, let's see, 923. And this is what is kind of odd, okay? If you clip through to the movie to 9 minutes and 23 seconds, we're going to see the It's a Small World After All song being played. And I'm going to let you look at the time while we're doing this. You can see that's 9 minutes there. And see the pin, they're reading the pin, drops down. It's kind of ironic, okay? So watch it carefully. He's sliding down, splashes the bottom, and as soon as the music stops, watch. It stops at exactly 9:23. That is when, if you just heard the last word, it was like a woo or something of the 9:23, and then it just stops Now you'll see 924 as a secondary number of importance. 924, and that starts the silence. Okay, so that is how the 9 minutes 24 seconds is involved with this clip. Now we're going to go through, skip it quite a bit. Let's see. No, actually, I need to go to the 923 related in when she's a little kid. Oh, there, I saw it. And you can see, okay, see right there, that's when she's a kid, and you can see it's 2003, and then there's the 3 and the 9 of March the 9th. So again, there's the 2-3, which is 23, and the 3, which is repeating the 3, and the 9. That's a code for 923, and it's also showing her as a little kid in 2003, which would definitely indicate if she's a little girl like that in 2003, 15 years later in 2018, she would be a teenager. And so I was originally saying this is probably going to represent 2017, seemed most likely. But again, since nothing really that significant happened last year, I think it's very possible that 1 year later, 9/23/2018, could be the second most significant 9/23, or even to top all 9/23s of significance. Okay, so you can definitely see that's symbolic of 9/23. I don't need to explain that more. The futuristic world, robot people. Let's go on to something more interesting about... Oh, if it stops freezing up on me. Stop freezing up on me. Okay. So meanwhile, let me just take the time to explain what's going on. So, this movie was released in 2015, as many of you are fully aware. In 2015, there was a great conspiracy saying that either the Great Tribulation or something to do with the end of the world would begin on September the 23rd of the year 2015. Then it re-began 2 years later in 2017. This is another scene where I'm showing where it shows the 9/23. Watch the calendar and the clock counting down. See there? It starts at 9/23. 9/23. 59 days, 9 hours, 23 minutes, and 37 seconds. Counting down to the end of the world. Now, that is... the third 9/23 that is shown. If you include the movie trailer, that's the fourth 9/23. If you include the 9 minutes and 23 seconds, that's the fifth 9/23. This movie is filled with 9/23. Now, this is the last scene I wanted to show you.
We are millions of exponential deviants. It's unavoidable. And it is now. It's 58 days.
So basically, they're saying the world is ending in only 58 days. Unfortunately, if that is the case, that it's beginning on 9/23/2018, that wouldn't be 58 days. That would actually be 48 days. So, hopefully, that's not the end of the world. Hopefully, we might have a little more time, but it's certain. It's coming. It may be very, very soon.